The morning started like any other. James Carter, a hard-working black single father, arrived early at the headquarters of Weston Industries with a cup of coffee in one hand and his daughter's drawing in the other. He had spent 12 years with the company. He never missed deadlines. He rarely took a sick day. Everything changed before noon. "Mr. Carter," the HR manager said, "your position has been eliminated, effective immediately." James looked surprised. "My performance reviews have always been excellent." "This decision isn't about performance," she replied. "It's a restructuring." James quietly packed his desk. As he walked through the office, several coworkers looked away. Only his closest friend whispered, "This doesn't feel right." James simply smiled. "Take care of yourself." Outside the building, he sat in his car for a long moment. Then he looked at the photo of his 8-year-old daughter. "I promised I'd always provide for you," he whispered. Instead of driving away in anger, James picked up his phone and made one call. "Good afternoon," he said calmly. "This is James Carter. I'd like to speak with the chairman." The receptionist paused. "One moment, sir." Minutes later, the chairman himself answered. "James. I wasn't expecting your call." James spoke respectfully. "I've just been terminated." There was a long silence. Then the chairman asked one question. "Who authorized it?" James quietly gave the names of the executives involved. The chairman's voice became serious. "Stay where you are. I'm on my way." 40 minutes later, a black sedan pulled into the company parking lot. The chairman stepped out with the company's legal counsel and the head of internal audit. Employees watched from the windows in confusion. The executives who had dismissed James smiled confidently, until they saw the chairman walk straight past them. He extended his hand to James. "Mr. Carter. I believe we have a great deal to discuss." The executives suddenly realized. The man they had fired wasn't just another employee. He was someone the chairman knew personally. To be continued, the executives stood in stunned silence as the chairman invited James back into the building. Inside the boardroom, the chairman spoke first. "Before anyone jumps to conclusions, I want the facts." The HR director explained that James's position had been eliminated during a restructuring. The internal audit team then presented its findings. They discovered that James's department had consistently exceeded its performance goals and that his role had been selected based on incomplete and inaccurate information. The chairman looked at the executives. Was anyone asked to verify these recommendations before they were approved? No one answered. After reviewing the evidence, the company suspended the restructuring decision affecting James's position and launched a broader review of the process. The chairman turned to James. "I regret that this happened." James nodded. "I appreciate you looking into it." Then the chairman addressed the leadership team. "A title doesn't give you permission to treat people carelessly. Every decision affects someone's family." A few weeks later, the review concluded. Some managers received disciplinary action for failing to follow company procedures, while others were required to undergo leadership and ethics training. The company also introduced new safeguards to ensure that future employment decisions were reviewed more carefully. James was offered his position back. After thinking it over, he smiled. "Thank you. But I've decided to take a different path." The chairman looked surprised. "You're declining?" James nodded. "Yes. Over the past few weeks, I've realized I want to build something of my own." Months later, James opened a small technology consulting firm. Several of his former coworkers joined him, not because they had been told to, but because they believed in his leadership. At the firm's opening ceremony, his daughter cut the ribbon. She looked up at him and smiled. "Daddy, you kept your promise." James hugged her. "I always will." A business reporter later asked him, "What's the biggest lesson you've learned?" James answered, Leadership isn't about having the power to fire people. It's about creating a workplace where people can do their best work and feel respected. The story spread across the business community, not because someone had shouted, "Fire every one of them," but because one unfair decision led to a better company, a successful new business, and a reminder that integrity matters more than authority.